Welcome to this tutorial on the Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project. This project aims to develop education resources for watershed organizations. For several years, the Appalachian Coal Country Watershed team has heard organizations express interest in providing classroom education sessions, but were unsure about where to find activities appropriate to the subject, grade level, or state education standards of the audience, and how to share the unique and effective resources they possess with other members of the ACCWT. Through this short tutorial, you will learn about the solution Curriki and the Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project present for these concerns. The Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project utilizes Curriki.org, a nonprofit, cutting-edge education website created to help educators find, share, and develop education resources. Curriki.org uses wiki technology, or technology allowing input from its members. It delivers free pre-K through college curricula and collaboration tools to both formal and informal educators, students, and parents around the world. Curriki enhances effective education and student performance by increasing engagement in curriculum development. Curriki also developed a tool that allows each resource to be aligned to grade levels and subject education standards of all 50 states. Aligning resources makes it easier for teachers and volunteers to find resources relevant to what needs to be taught in the classroom. Within Curriki, we have developed a group called the Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project, which gives participants an easy-to-search catalog of environmental education lessons for both teachers and conservation group volunteers, the ability to instantly share unique resources with the rest of the ACCWT, the ability to collaborate on the development of new resources, and environmental lesson plans aligned to state standards for West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Maryland, Tennessee, Virginia, and Kentucky. In this video, I will show you how Curriki and the Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project can help you as a teacher or volunteer to provide watershed education activities and lesson plans inside and outside of the classroom. First, I will show you how to find Curriki and become a member, which you will need to do in order to access and add lesson plans. Go to www.curriki.org and click the Become a Member button at the top of the screen to get started. Fill out the registration form. Fields with a red exclamation point are required. You can update the default privacy settings and enter interests and affiliations if you would like, or you can access these settings later after you've created your account. At the bottom of the screen, select the I agree to Curriki's privacy policy and terms of use box. After you've done that, click Save Information and Register. Then you'll retrieve the email that is sent to the email address you registered with. Click the link in the email to verify your address, then log into your new account. Now that you're a member, you can add new resources and find additional resources that are locked to non-members. To familiarize yourself with the website, take a guided tour by clicking About Curriki, then Guided Tour in the left navigation menu. Now I'm going to show you how to find the Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project on Curriki. The group is a compilation of watershed education resources specifically for OSM VISTAs and other partners of the ACCWT. To use the resources of the group, you must first be logged into Curriki. Then, click Advanced Search underneath the orange search box in the top right. Then click Groups and type Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project in the box, and then click Search. Once you've searched, click the group's name. Then you will scroll down to the bottom of the page and click Join this group. By choosing this option, you automatically become a member without needing approval from an administrator. Now that you're a member, I will show you how to locate valuable environmental education resources. Once logged into the group, click Curriculum to view the group collections. These groups organize the content so that it is easy to find what you're looking for. I'm going to view the group Appalachia and Art. Now I can hover my mouse over Flower Stepping Stones, where I can read a description of the resource and find out the subject area of the resource. You will see that it says Navigate to this external web link. This resource happens to be a website. All I have to do is click on it to access the resource. If you can't find a curriculum that is right for you in the Appalachian Watershed Curriculum Project, you can locate other resources several other ways on Curriki. The fastest and easiest is by searching by keyword with Curriki's orange search box at the top of every page. You can also perform an advanced search below the quick search. Curriki also has a browse feature. Sharing a resource is one of the most important ways to make sure the Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project has the best resources available to anyone else searching for watershed curriculum in Appalachia. When you are ready to share a resource with the rest of the group, go to the Appalachian Watershed Curriculum Project page, click Curriculum, and find a category that fits the curriculum you plan on adding. I'll choose Appalachian Watershed Geography. Next, select Build Up. Then, in the Add to Curriki dialog, select one of the options. In this case, I'll select a resource I'll create from scratch. Then click Next. When you are asked to select a format, choose either Wiki or HTML. Wiki is the simplest, and I'll select it. If you want to see a sample resource, or if at any time you need more help using the resource from scratch form, click the links at the top of the page to access detailed support in the help collection. In Step 1, enter the required information that will help other members find your resource. You can find tips about selecting or entering these information settings in the help collection. Step 2 is where you enter your own content and format it to look the way you want. If you are writing your content as you go, then simply start typing. Once you've got your content into the text area, you can format it using the editing toolbar. After you have finished entering and formatting your content, scroll down to Step 3, where you can enter or edit the rights and access information. These settings will determine who can see your resource and how you will like your content to be shared or cited by other members. I recommend using the default Creative Commons license. For more information on these settings, review the help collection. Once you have entered information and content into all the required fields, click Submit to save your work to curriki.org. Another really important contribution you can make to this project is adding alignments such as state standards to an educational resource on Curriki. By linking educational resources to state standards, it becomes much easier for teachers to justify adding environmental lessons into their curriculum. These alignments can be updated or changed and stay with a resource no matter who possesses it. If you find a certain Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project resource particularly valuable, consider aligning it. The group and the rest of Curriki benefits when a resource is aligned. To add an alignment to a resource, make sure you are logged into Curriki. Go to the resource for which you want to edit existing alignments. You must be a rights holder for the resource, or the resource must be public or protected in order for you to edit alignments for the resource. I'm going to go to Appalachian Water and then to Urban Solutions for water pollution in the Appalachian Watershed Curriculum Project. When I click the Standards tab for the resource, I can see it has not yet been aligned to any standards. Select Align to Standards, then choose your state, an objective, grade, course, and then the framework. Once you complete these steps, you can add additional alignments. Additional help is available on Curriki on how to align resources as necessary. The Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project has a support site developed by OSM VISTA Mark Herkamp for those interested in using Curriki and the Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project. Type in the web address seen here, or you can perform an online search for Appalachian Watershed Curriculum Project support site. The support site includes a quick start guide information on open source software, and search engines you can use to look for resources outside of Kirky within organizations such as the National Science Digital Library, Open Education Resource Commons, U.S. government agencies, and several others. This concludes the Appalachian Watershed Curricula Project tutorial. Thank you for being a part of this project. Whether you are an OSM VISTA, a teacher, or a volunteer, this resource can be invaluable to your work. By working together to add, maintain, and use these lesson plans, we help set the foundation for providing clean water for all.